Good afternoon, folks. My name is Hitzemann, County Court Judge here in Hernando County. You folks are here for your first appearance. The purpose of the first appearance is so that you may be informed of the charges against you. I'll determine if probable cause exists for those charges. Probable cause simply means it's more likely than not that a crime has occurred, more likely than not that you're the person who committed that crime. Of course, as you stand before me today, I presume that you're innocent of these allegations. That presumption of innocence will stay with you through every stage of the proceedings unless and until the state attorney's office is able to prove the charges against you beyond and to the exclusion of a reasonable doubt. We'll set your conditions of pretrial release today, that is your bail or your bond. In most cases, you've got a bond set already pursuant to the bond schedule here in the 5th Judicial Circuit of the warrant which led to your arrest. I'll determine if that bond should be raised or lowered or left the same, or whether there'll be additional conditions of pretrial release placed upon you. We'll let you know when your next court date will be. If you'd like to have the services of the public defender, I'll gladly appoint the PD to represent you this afternoon. You do have a right to have contact with folks on the outside, family, friends, counsel. If you have not had a chance to make that call, please let me know. We'll make sure that that happens. Finally, and most importantly, you're advised that you do have an absolute right to remain silent with regard to the facts which surround your arrest. I encourage you to do that. These proceedings are recorded. In addition, there is an assistant state attorney in the courtroom with me. If you say something that tends to incriminate you, they will use it against you in the prosecution down the road. And I need each and every one of you there at the jail to please raise your right hands and be sworn. You all solemnly swear or affirm, tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Outstanding. When you hear your name called, please come forward to the podium. Michelle, call it. Hello again, Michelle. Date of birth?
480.
All right, Michelle, they're still looking at videos. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more felony retail thefts. Probable cause for all of them. I think we appointed you the public defender some time ago. Is that correct?
Attorney.
You have a private attorney. Okay. We'll stay with the private attorney. All of these are coming back, though, on the same date, which is it's February 1st, which is all your other cases are. I'll leave the bonds on all of them at $2,000. So that's another $10,000 on to whatever the total is, all right? Thank you. Jennifer Launder. Afternoon, Jennifer. What's your date of birth?
7486.
Hang on 1 second. Jennifer, you're here on a warrant out of Hillsborough County. Might be a couple of warrants, actually. The judge or judges that sign these warrants, there's one for a grand theft that has a $2,000 bond. There's a VOP that has no bond, and another grand theft that says no bond. I think those are both VOPs. So what we'll do is let Hillsborough County know that you're here and ready to go. I'll give them 5 days to come pick you up. It shouldn't take that long, but if for some strange reason you're still here in 5, they're going to bring you back to see me. I'll find out what the holdup is, all right?
All right, yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Alana Moore.
Okay.
Alana, what's your date of birth?
August 3rd, 1994.
Alana, you're here on a charge of burglary of a dwelling. There's probable cause for that charge. As to that charge, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender? I'll appoint the PD. Ms. Bunker, what can you tell me?
Yes, Your Honor. There is a simple assault in 2018, a trespass in 2017, and a possession of paraphernalia in 2017.
And Ms. Moore, where have you been staying lately?
I have been staying at a friend's house.
Okay. Get a little closer to the microphone. Can you tell me the address where you've been staying?
That's 7031 Holiday Drive.
Okay. And do you have a job these days?
Yes, sir. I have a job waiting for me in Palm Harbor that I've had before. And my boss was just waiting for me.
Okay. What will you be doing?
Today.
What will you be doing?
It's administrative assistant and software support
Okay.
for software.
Okay.
Programs.
I'm going to set your bond at $2,000. I'll have you back in court on the 5th of February. Very important that you contact the public defender's office when you get out, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Tanya Patterson? Ms. Patterson, what's your date of birth?
Oh, sir. Let me see.
Ms. Patterson, you're here on a warrant signed by Judge Merritt. Apparently you failed to appear in his court on a burglary and a grand theft. Did you have a public defender on those cases?
I had Barbara Jo Bell.
Okay.
I called her Wednesday. I had a house fire. I lost my house Saturday in the fire and lost everything.
Okay.
And I thought I had court Thursday and not
Okay.
Tuesday.
Tanya, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. The point of this warrant, though, for whatever your reason was, is to get you back on the docket. If you had some reason like that, then you probably will never be charged with the crime of failing to appear, because it may be that you didn't willfully fail to appear. But given the fact that you weren't there, and given your prior record, Judge Merritt has requested I hold you without bond. So I'm going to do that. You'll be back in court on the 5th of February. Barbara Jo will come back and see you to see if
They told me whenever I called her, she called me back and said that they had offered me out.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Whenever she called me back and left a message, she informed me that they had offered me out because of conflict of interest.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I'm reappointing the public defender. If that's the case, then they'll get you conflict counsel. They'll still get you a lawyer, all right?
Right.
All right, you'll be back February 5th. Tiffany Sherry?
Judge, Ms. Sherry, just a couple things I wanted to inform the court. This morning, Judge Rupi signed an order recalling the tapias.
Oh, really?
She had been in the hospital, I have a copy of it here for the court.
Okay.
However, she did have an offer that was 20 days. If she wanted to go ahead and take the 20 days today, then she could just go ahead and do that. But the warrant was recalled this morning.
Okay. So, Tiffany, here are your options. The warrant that you were arrested on has been recalled, so if you don't want to resolve your case today, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance and give you a new court date. You do have a 20-day offer, so if you'd like to resolve it, you can do that right now. I sent you the 20 days with credit for 2 days served, and then you can finish this up. So you want to take the 20 days, you want to get out today?
Yeah, I'll do the 20.
Okay, you understand by entering a plea today, you give up the right to have a trial by jury, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to remain silent, but you want to give up those rights so we can take care of this case today?
Yes, sir.
And case number 18MM3567 has the charge that you possess marijuana. How do you wish to plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
I'll accept that plea, find that it was freely and voluntarily made. I will adjudicate you guilty of the charge, sentence you to 20 days in the county jail, credit 2 days served. Finding court costs is going to be $583, $100 for the public defender's office, and your cost of incarceration. But that takes care of it, Tiffany. You just need to finish the time now, okay?
Judge, on the
Okay.
adjudication,
Thank
it
you.
would be 1 year driver's license
Get there.
revocation.
Yep.
I don't know if the state would consider offering a withhold.
She's got time to do. I can't give her withhold. I can do it on a time served, but she's got time to do so.
Okay.
All right.
And Madam Clerk, can you strike that from Tuesday, 1:15? Because they
They
set it to 1:15.
Yes, 1 year deal.
Yes, sir.
Sean Brennick. Sean, what's your date of birth?
12/1/92.
Sean, I've got a driving under the influence and refusal to submit to a test. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
I'm a high somebody.
Very good. State.
Your Honor, there is a possession of marijuana in 2018, possession of paraphernalia for which you got a PCI in 2012, and CT reckless driving in 2012. That's it. You He is currently on probation for that position.
Sean, got an address here on Troy Avenue. Is that where you live?
Yeah.
How long you been there?
I moved back about a year ago.
Okay. Do you have a job these days?
Yes, I do.
What do you do?
I work at monitoring.
Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to set bonds on these at $500 each. That's a total of $1,000. These are coming back on February 8th. However, it appears that you're on misdemeanor probation right now. Because of this arrest, they're going to swear out a VOP warrant. The warrant for the VOP, of course, is going to have no bond on it. If you stay in jail, you'll get credit in both cases for all the time you spend in jail, and I'm sure that Judge Rupi or myself, whoever winds up having the case, will give you that same outcome. If you bond out, that warrant will be coming in the next 4 or 5 days, and you're going to get rearrested, and when you get rearrested, you'll be on no bond status. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you that that's the situation, okay?
Can I contact my probation officer?
You can contact anybody you want to contact, absolutely. All right, thank you, Sean. Yacha Grew. Afternoon, miss. What's your date of birth?
6/22/83.
The charge this morning is battery being domestic in nature. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like to be public defender?
Public defender, please.
I'll appoint the PD state.
There's just a 2012 fraudulently obtained property.
All right. And miss, I have an address for you on Forkland Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long have you been there?
About 2 years.
Okay. And Vincent lives there as well?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a job these days?
My son is disabled, so I'm at home with him.
Okay. Set your bond at $10. Condition of the bond is that if you choose to have contact with Vincent, that contact has to be peaceful. It's always a crime to touch him any way he does not want to be touched. It could be a violation of the conditions of pretrial release to have any contact with him that can't be described as peaceful contact. So even so much as raising your voice could result in you back in jail without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, I have you back in court on the 8th of February. Very important that you contact the public defender when you get out, right?
Okay, thank you.
Vincent Bordeaux. Vincent, what's your date of birth?
7/16/97.
The charge today is battery being domestic in nature. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll appoint the PD. State any history.
Just this.
And Vincent, you live on that Forkland Street address, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How long you been there?
Just moved back up there
Okay.
from Sarasota.
All right. Do you have a job these days?
I was working in Sarasota at a restaurant, but up here, no.
Okay. Same drill, Vincent. I'm going to set a $10 bond. If you're going to have contact with your sister, it's going to be peaceful. Do you understand all that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You'll also be back on the 8th of February. Also important that you contact the public defender as soon as you get out, all right?
All right.
Thank you. Daniel Calhoun.
Birthday is April 12th, 1989.
Awesome, Daniel. Thanks for paying attention. I got 2 warrants for you out of Pasco County. One of them, the judge who signed it, it looks like driving on a suspended, set the bond at no bond, and the other was a violation of probation. That one was set at $10,000. I can't change those, so what we will do is notify Pasco that you're here and ready to go. I will give them 5 days.
Thank you, sir.
What's that?
I said, all right. Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
It doesn't take 5 days with Pasco. They should get you right away. But if for some strange reason you get missed and you're still here in 5, they'll bring you back to see me, all right?
Okay. And I haven't received a phone call since I've been arrested.
Who would you like to call, Daniel?
I'd like to call an attorney and my mom.
Okay. Give me a name and a phone number, and I'll make sure that it happens.
Chip Manor is the attorney, and Sherry Calhoun is my mother.
Okay. And what's Sherry's number?
813-504-2932.
All right, they'll let you make that call. My guess is that Mr. Mander's phone number is etched in the concrete all over that building, so you'll be able to call.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
Brent Daniels? Brent, what's your date of birth?
12-10-99.
This is a charge of grand theft. There's probable cause for the charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender.
I'll point to public defender. State what you can tell me.
Yes, there's already been a withhold this year on possession of marijuana and possession of a controlled substance, and that's all.
And that's Brent. You on probation for that case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How much time you got left?
I was on PTI. Now I'm on regular probation.
This hasn't been going well, has it? Okay. Well, as you probably have puzzled out already, they're going to swear out an affidavit for a violation of that probation based on this charge. The bond on that will be no bond. If you want to bond out on this before that warrant shows up or before somebody arrests you for the VOP, you can do that, but then that'll be coming. That's entirely up to you. In this case, I'm going to set the bond at $5,000. That's higher than they told you based on the VOP being out there. I'll have you back in court on this on the 5th of February. If you do bond out, you should contact the PD immediately and tell your PO. If you don't bond out, they will contact you at the jail, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Jonathan Griffin. Jonathan, what's your date of birth?
10/24/1990.
Jonathan, have a warrant signed by me on a driving on a suspended for failing to appear. And then we have new charges of possession of controlled substance, driving on a suspended license, and unregistered motor vehicle. And I understand you had some open felonies and you got revoked on those already today, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor, I was also recently informed that Judge Merritt did find PC on this and set the court date for 2/8.
2/8. You found PC on the new charges?
On the possession of
Right.
controlled substance, yes.
But didn't set bonds or anything?
I wasn't informed with the bond.
That's what happens when they mess where they shouldn't mess. Danny, I'm sorry, or Jonathan, you want the public defender? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So on the new charges, I'll leave the bonds per the schedule, which is $2,000 on the controlled substance, $1,000 on the driving, and $1,000 on the unregistered motor vehicle. Obviously, you've been no bonded on those other cases, so you can't get out. I'll move the new cases to the 8th, where your other cases are. And then, State, do you have any particular objection to me resolving his one misdemeanor so he can focus on his circuit court?
No, I do not.
All right. And Jonathan, if you want, you could enter a plea to the misdemeanor you have in front of me. I'd just give you time served and get that off the plate if you'd like to do that.
Yes, sir.
Very good. You understand by entering a plea, you give up the right to have a trial by jury, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to remain silent, the right to have a lawyer represent you, but you want to give up those rights so we can resolve that case today?
Yes, sir.
Case number 18CT2378, as to the charge that you drove knowing your license was suspended or revoked. How do you wish to plead? You can plead no contest.
Yeah, no contest, sir.
Accept that plea, find it's freely and voluntarily made. Adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days in the county jail, 1 day in the county jail, credit 1 day served. Fine and court costs is $488, $50 for the day in jail, but that takes care of the misdemeanor. You just have those felony cases left, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Todd Hall?
Afternoon, Judge.
How you doing?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hall, what's your date of birth?
2/11/64.
Mr. Hall, you're hearing a warrant signed by Judge Toner. He found probable cause for a VOP. Mr. Sims.
Judge Jason Samus, for the record. I haven't seen the warrant, so I don't know what to...
They got a condition 9 about a tracking device and a condition 10 also about electronic monitoring.
Okay. Judge, I realize Judge Toner set a bond, and we'll have to get before him. I will note that Mr. Hall has some medical concerns, I believe heart conditions, and we would ask if the court would set a bond.
Is Well, I won't do that, but is February 1st as early as we can get back in front of Judge Toner? Can we get back any earlier than that? Judge Toner, anything before 2/1? He's a VOP. It'll be a VOP arraignment, something before the 1st of February if that exists. I gotta assume it does. There you go.
We'll take it.
Can I say something, sir?
Well, you should say that. Ask that question to your lawyer.
Does it have to do with your medical condition, Mr. Hall?
Never mind. It's just I overslept when the thing was ringing. That's
Well,
that's why.
and Mr. Hall, just so you know, your lawyer's here, which is a good thing for you, and he knows that my hands are kind of tied on this. I'm not going to set your bond, but I'm moving your case up by 2.5 weeks. So we'll get you in front of back in front of Judge Toner on the 16th of January, which is next week already.
Yes.
As opposed to the 5th of February, okay?
And Mr. Hall, Mr. Menendez will be out to see you soon.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good to see you.
Michael Martin?
275.
Oh, very good. Michael, you're here. I've got a warrant apparently for you out of the great state of Illinois. Looks like a violation of probation. Your options today are this. You are entitled to an extradition hearing if you wish. The point of a hearing like that would be to determine if the state of Illinois does indeed have a valid warrant for your arrest, and if you're the right Michael Martin. That process would take in the neighborhood of 60 days. While you're waiting for that to happen, you would stay right there in the Hernando County Jail. You may waive your right to that extradition if you wish. If you waive your right to the extradition this afternoon, then the state of Illinois will be notified immediately and told that they have 15 days to come and get you. If they haven't picked you up in 15 days, then you'll be brought back before me. And I would find out if they're actually coming or if they're not coming, or we're going to cut you loose, or what happens next. So what I need to hear from you is, you want an extradition hearing, or would you like me to put Illinois on the clock right now?
Put him on the clock.
There you go. Sign that form.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor,
Yes.
he still has the open misdemeanor from yesterday? And the hour, so.
What's the misdemeanor?
Retail theft. So I guess if we could confirm that he was going to DOC, then we can do credit time service.
Oh, that's right. This is this guy. Okay. Okay. Wait, and that's, hang on a second. That's in here? Yes, sir. Oh, sorry.
Also, Your Honor, if possible, I too haven't been able to make a call because I only have one person I can call, and I can't call collect.
Okay, hang on.
And I'm going to be going to Illinois, and I've got no connection to Illinois anymore.
Okay, hang on one second. No, that's the first appearance yesterday. Yeah, I know that. I was just looking at this stuff. Okay. Well, it's definitely the warrant from Illinois is a no bond VOP warrant. So if you don't have any problem, Ms. Bunker, I'd give him time served on our misdemeanor and get him out of here. Okay. Mike, do you want to take time served on the local charge so that we can get you out of here?
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand by entering a plea in that case, you give up the right to have a trial by jury, the right to confront the witnesses against you, the right to remain silent, and the right to have a lawyer, but you want to give up those rights so we can take care of this today?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of retail theft, how do you wish to plead? You can plead no contest.
No contest.
I'll accept that plea, find it's freely and voluntarily made. I'll adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in the county jail, credit 3 days served, fine and court costs of $670, cost of incarceration. But that takes care of the misdemeanor, so now we can hit Illinois right away this afternoon and get them here to get you, all right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
About that phone
Oh, phone call. Who do you want to call?
Angela Martin,
And what is Angela's phone number?
608-888-4114.
608?
Yes.
Is that Wisconsin?
Yes, sir.
Very good. We'll let you make that call, all right?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Brian Maxwell? Afternoon, Brian. What's your date of birth?
22297.
Ron, I got 2 charges today: possession of controlled substance, possession of a firearm by convicted felon. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
PD.
I'll appoint the PD, State.
He has a driving while license suspended in 2018 and a possession of controlled substance in 2017. Okay.
Brian, Brian, I got an address for you on LaBella Street in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
No, I don't have an address of that.
Can you tell me where you live?
Hold on.
Okay, well, I'll just leave the bonds per the schedule then. 2,000 on the controlled substance, 5,000 on the weapon. That's a total of 7. I'll have you back in court on the 5th of February. Thank you. Ronald Moore. What's your date of birth?
3/17/99.
Mr. Moore, I got a warrant for you out of Pasco County. The judge signed that warrant, found probable cause for a VOP and set your bond at $2,000. If you can post that bond, you can get out of my jail, go down to Newport Richie, find out when they want you in court. If you do not have the ability to post that bond, we'll let Pasco know that right away. They'll have 5 days to come get you. It doesn't take 5 with Pasco, but if for some strange reason you were still here, they'd bring you back to see me, all right?
Yes, sir.
What's that? Do you have a question?
No, sir.
All right, very good. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Bye. Oh, right. This is Tuesday. Sorry. All right. Thanks, Joe.